And we're beginning with our build-up to the district-level elections. Some urban dwellers this afternoon citing the non-performance of district heads as the reason for which there's continuous apathy in the district-level elections, especially in urban areas. The Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Dan Botchwey, had raised concerns about the low level of participation in the urbanized and affluent communities as well at cantonments here in Accra. My colleague Maxwell Agbagba has been engaging some of the eligible voters who argue that assembly and unit committee members often patronize the title over their actual responsibilities.
Experts have raised concerns about the disinterest in district-level elections. They have said that to generate excitement in the elections, political parties should be made to participate. Well, the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Dan Botchwey, has expressed similar concerns. He says the historical disinterest in district-level elections is more prevalent in urbanized communities. Some persons and residents we've been engaging here in the urban areas have cited non-performance as the reason. They say assembly and unit committee members are more interested in the titles they carry rather than going on the ground and doing the work. They tell us that that has contributed to the disinterest that we have witnessed mostly in urban areas. Here are some of those we've been speaking to.
Amwa Emmanuel. One of the factors is that the assemblymen are not helping us. They are not doing what the electoral area or what is supposed to be done. If you go to my area, for instance, at least we don't have enough refuse bins, and the assemblymen are doing nothing about it. And in my area, we have a lot of laggards. But when you go into details, these assemblymen are also helping them, and it is not helping us. So we are begging them, if they want us to vote, then they should perform their duties as assemblymen in our electoral area. Because since they are with us, they know our problem. They are with us. The MPs are not usually found in their areas because of their work in the Parliament House. So it's the assembly members who can also send our problems and our grievances to them. I think that will solve the problem for us.
People don't have too much trust with the assembly members. They are not up in doing. When you call them for some job, they are reluctant to come. But when it's time for them to vote for them, you see them rally around looking for people to go and vote. But after voting, they just go and relax. But it looks like they don't get any paid or any allowances to work with. So they work on their own, and that's a little bit difficult. That's what causes all this. They have to restructure all these things to make it a viable one. It's like haphazardly, so it's not working. If they want it to work, they should restructure it again.
My name is Richard Afrifa. I think that over time it's getting better. It also has to do with maybe the caliber of people who put themselves out to be voted for. Some time ago, you realize that you wouldn't see, or you didn't see well-educated people in some places, but now it's changing. But in the places that you see that this is changing, you know, people are not really into working. People like the politics aspect of it rather than contributing their quota to national development. There are people who have passion to, you know, like work and then kind of achieve results. But you realize that in Ghana it's not the same. People are really into the money aspect, the little money they will get, rather than bringing kind of satisfaction to the people or achieving results. So if we begin to have people, serious-minded people, taking up positions and doing excellent jobs, I think that is going to improve the lot of the people. That's what I think.
My name is Ibn Zabadu.
Yeah. So what do you think counts for the apathy in the district
elections. Okay. I think most of the assemblymen, those who want to stand for the assembly, most of them like to have the name to be called honorables. But what they are supposed to do, they are not been doing. It's good to have assemblymen in the area because they are in the area and they know what is going on in what the area needs. So I think they are not doing their work well. Yes, they are not doing their work well, and they lack the push to be called honorable. Yeah, that's what I can say about it. Yes, but what? Yes, but what about you are supposed to sweep here and you are not doing it? What will happen? The place will be dirty, obviously, and it will bring some diseases for the people at that around.
Okay, so what I can say is that I think most of people are not getting the benefits out of this assembly election and that stuff. And the assemblymen, maybe when voted for, to my perspective, I think that what they have to do for the people, they are not doing it. So it's more or less they after their personal interest. Sometimes you go around what they're supposed to do. The people who are at the top are now saying that they are supposed to do toilets and those things, which we all know that these are the work of assemblymen and some kind of electrification, street lights and other stuff. So people, they are not doing that because of money. They will go into assembly and get the money and they sit back. So I think people are not getting what they have to get from them. So that is why they don't want to participate in it. Yes, that's my.
And we stay on the district level elections because in the Ashanti region, where the Asokwa Municipal Director of the National Commission for Civic Education, NCCE, Nathaniel Chiniba-Kodia, is optimistic that the upcoming district level elections will record high voter turnout, mainly because of the interest of constituents to vote against the underperforming assembly members.
I'm even hoping that it will even cross 50%. Because, as I said, we done a lot of engagement. They expressed willingness to vote this time to, show their Kokromoti power to the leadership. Because some of them, they said, because the promises that the assemblyman made, he wasn't able to fulfill it, so they want a new face. For that matter, they will vote whatever means possible. They will use it and vote, and then maybe have a new face. So let's say this time around is better than the previous.
Based on what are you saying? I've been saying this.
Based on the interest of the public, because I remember 2019, we can move to a church and you finish and you see people lining up for questions and they say, they won't vote. They won't vote because they haven't seen any development in their community. They won't vote because the promises that the assembly member made, they haven't fulfilled it and all that. But this time around, you go to a community, I think they've understood the concept of our democracy. So you go to a community and you do the education, they say, fine, the assembly member couldn't fulfill his or her promises, but they will vote and then change the assembly.
And 29-year-old Zainab Al-Hassan is seeking to make history as the first lady to ever contest the district-level elections in the Kokoti electoral area in the Ashanti region, competing against 3 other men. She hopes on improving the current state of the market in the area and helping to curtail teenage pregnancies in the community. Anita Sewa puts a spotlight on female participation in local governance ahead of the upcoming district-level elections.
2012, there were 29 representing 11% females and 246 representing 89% males among the 275 members of parliament. After the 2016 general elections, Ghana's parliament recorded 35 representing 13% female MPs and 240 representing 87% male MPs out of the 275 members of parliament, while the 2020 general elections recorded 40 female MPs representing 14.5% and 235 representing 85.4% male MPs. The situation at the local assembly level is even worse, signifying a decline. Zainab Al-Hassan reveals some of the challenges she has faced when she decided to contest the district level election.
I would say it was a mixed reaction. And so a lot of people are happy that I came up. Then there's the other side. Of course, you can't aspire for any political position and not expect the other side to come at you. We've had people tell me that, oh, you're a woman, go and concentrate on marriage. You're a woman, do this. People actually came to my father to tell him to ask me to step down. They didn't come once, they didn't come twice. They came several times. And I believe it's because they think I am a woman. Because we have 4 other men contesting. Why are you not asking them to step down, but you're asking me to step down?
Teenage pregnancy and poor sanitation at the Kokote electoral area have been major challenges in the area. Zainab wants to lead a crusade to tackle the menace if elected as assembly member.
I believe as someone who have gone to school, someone who knows a little bit about the going in and out of the assembly and everything, I will be the best person to lead my people to get the things that we deserve as Ghanaians. Currently, I work as a research assistant at the Parliament of Ghana. And being at the Parliament, I have seen the things that are handed to MPs to be moved to their various constituencies, to be given to various assemblies in the constituencies. And so seeing all this, it tells me that a lot of things are going on in the country that the citizenry must benefit from. Kokote market is one of the biggest markets we find here. But the market is so dirty, the market is so deprived of a lot of basic things that a thriving market should have. We don't even have security men to protect the market. And the only reason why we are taking it as it is because there's no one who stood up and spoken against it. And so I believe that if I'm given the opportunity to become the assembly member, these are some of the things that I will look into to ensure that those who are being paid to do their job, they actually do the job that they are being paid to do.
Although the district level election is non-partisan, some assembly members at Kokote in the Ofinso Municipality Assembly are politicizing the polls. This adversely affects aspirants who are not affiliated to any political party.
I am here for them. I am here for the people of Kokote. I'm not here based on any political party. I'm not representing any political party. Although even in assembly elections, it's not even supposed to be partisan. But at this point in our lives as Ghanaians, we've turned assembly elections into partisan politics, which is not supposed to be so. But I am not here for any political party. I am not here for my individual interest. I am here because of the community that I grew up in, that I love and cherish so much. And I believe there's a lot that I can lead to do for my community.
The Alliance for Women in Media is, however, encouraging the electorate to vote for more women in the district-level elections slated for 19 December to promote inclusion at all levels. For Joe News, Anita Sewajoge's report read to you.
And of course, John News has been interacting with some more members of, aspiring members of the local assemblies across the country. We start off with this one again from Christiana Abochi, who's been interacting with some of the aspirants.
Do you know your assemblyman?
No, please, I don't know.
Yeah, minimum assemblyman.
Yes, I know my assemblyman.
No, I don't know my assemblyman.
No, I don't know my assemblyman.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen it before.
With the 2024 elections coming up, amidst the spotlight on presidential elections, there exists a pivotal but often overlooked part of our democracy, the local government elections. Over the years, fewer and fewer Ghanaians tend to pay attention to these elections only in the immediate run-up to the polls, and these Ghanaians are only in the rural areas. A few days ago, Minister for Local Government, Honorable Dan Boche, underscored in Parliament that over 6,000 local leaders will be elected into district assemblies.
I entreat my honorable members of Parliament in this August House to whip up enthusiasm of the electorate to turn out on Tuesday, 19 December 2023, and vote massively for the representatives to their respective district assemblies and unit committees. Right Honorable Speaker, decentralization has brought government closer to the people than it has ever been in almost 3 decades.
We are simply looking for insight on the roles of these assembly members, if they're living up to their expectations, and generally how we feel about them, because each one of us belongs to an assembly, and these local leaders, paid by our government taxes, have a crucial role to the development of our community. And the question I'm saying is simple. Uni assemblyman ana?
Oh, that be my assemblyman.
No, I don't know my assemblyman.
One or two about assembly elections ni muda. Obi anto abad. Adana yento abano.
When you vote for these leaders, they do not do anything in the community. I don't see the reason I should waste my time to vote for them. It's always a repetition. You vote one into power, and they don't do anything until the next elections, and the next person is voted into power. There really is no use in voting for them. I have noticed that if you vote for any leader in this country, you are simply giving them opportunity to enrich themselves and their families. That is why I'm not interested in voting for anyone.
Him say do right or responsibility say we elect Obi for local government. I also be represented. If something is going on in your community that is not good or needs the attention of government, that is the person who is supposed to go and represent and talk about your grievances. How do we make sure say going forward the right thing is done?
I'm not only person I can vote to them.
I am not the only person who needs to vote for them to work. If I don't, someone else will, and if they win, they will do what they have to do.
See me, and you have win. So what you're supposed to do, you have to do it.
Well, from this little disco, it is clear that the disconnect between the election of these local leaders into assembly and district and the roles and responsibilities that they're supposed to be fulfilling is one clear reason why there's a declining voter participation in the local election.
And thanks for staying with us here on the Pulse on the Joy News channel. We're taking a break. When we return, we'll speak to some more aspirants in this upcoming district level elections. Please stay.